Welcome. I had to do a little housekeeping there. Got a bot snuck in while I was loading up here. Took care of that real quick. Feels like the bot activity has ramped up a little bit on Twitch lately. I mean, it's still not kick levels, but you know how it is. But welcome everyone who's up early. Welcome to everyone who's joining from the continent, from Europe, primetime Europe, early time US. But we're up and going. Special welcome to all the fellow senior gamers out there who might be finding me for the first time and potentially throwing an eyeball this way. I do appreciate you. There may be some technical difficulties today, and I'll give you a couple reasons why. The past week or so, I've had trouble with my Twitch events not firing. I use StreamerBot on the back end to manage events and to handle alerts and stuff. And for the last week or so, things like viewer channel point rewards have not been firing. Alerts have not been showing up. I discovered I was using an older version of StreamerBot for the live stream right now. Sorry, my kettle is still on. I'm in the process of developing a new overlay and new alert system. And that's using the newer version of StreamerBot, but I was still on the older version because I didn't want to disrupt what was working right now. Well, looks like Twitch potentially made a change to its event subscription service. Its event sub API. At least that's what StreamerBot is claiming, is they made a change. And because I was on an older version, they've ended support for their older versions. And so I was not getting the events. So I updated this morning. I updated my StreamerBot that's feeding the stream right now to the newer version. I didn't want to do that because I had a bunch of custom stuff in there and I was worried that it wouldn't work with the newer version. So far, so good, but it's entirely possible that things might not be working. If you notice that you do something and you expect an alert to have come up or some kind of notification, or you did a channel point reward and it didn't play, and I don't immediately catch up on that, catch on to that, please tell me in chat so I can A, take care of it, but B, also make special note that there's a problem that needs to be solved. I'm getting very close to being able to switch over to the new thing. As a matter of fact, since tomorrow's a production day rather than a stream day, it's entirely possible I might get it actually working tomorrow. I'm splitting time right now between trying to focus on getting shorts and videos edited and getting the new stuff up and running. I've been leaning towards getting the new stuff up and running and have been kind of dropping the ball on the shorts and the promo stuff, but that's where we're at on that. And then I scavenged some old RAM that I suspected might have been bad. and I put it in my machine, in addition to the RAM that I have now, so that I cranked it up from 16 gigs to 32 gigs because I knew that RAM was a bottlenecking me when I try to stream and game from this PC. So that RAM, although it passed a few runs of BIM test, I'd had problems in the past that I was 50-50 on whether it was the RAM. So it's entirely possible that RAM could be bad. It is therefore possible that things could break. The game, the stream, who knows what. So there again, if it does, I ask you to have a bit of patience with me while I work through some of this stuff. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to throw money at hardware right now, and especially with RAM prices being what they are, there's no practical way for me to replace the RAM that I have with 32 gigs because it's just too damn expensive. But I'm working towards a better solution for that. I've talked about it before. We're working towards it. I'm a one man operation here, and I'm old. Just put it that way. I'm old. I don't work as fast as I used to, and I don't work as long as I used to. Uh, so these things take time for me. Um, that's kind of going to be my go-to excuse for everything. I'm old. Give me a break. Um, I'm also having cold symptoms. I'm trying to fight it with the drugs, but um, apologies for the nose problems and if you hear any weirdness in the voice and whatnot. Um, ugh. Okay, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. I've run out of the nasal spray that I use to try to control my sneezing. So I'm just kind of freewheeling it today. Um, so let's see here. Let me get one more thing fired up so I can try to monitor a little better. So I appreciate if anybody on YouTube or Twitch that notice any anomalies that you think are problems, please let me know in chat so I can at least make note of it, if not look into it immediately. Um, I'm hopeful that I'll have better long term. I've been oh shit. Okay. Hold on a second. I've been logged out. All right. How do I fix this? Sorry, I'm trying to fix a tool that I use to monitor. I had to okay, here we go. Let's connect. I had to make some changes to some of my account settings too that caused me to have to disconnect a lot of services that I had authorized in the past. So um, that's going to cause a little bit of a problem too. I'm going to send a test message here to chat on Twitch. Seems to be working. Okay, good. Okay, I think we're back in business. I know it's not always terribly exciting to get a window into how the sausage is made, but I am both a cook, eater, and maker of sausage here. So sometimes I have to switch hats right in the middle. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with our creators and in gaming in general. Before we get started, it is Tuesday, so it is the big show, the morning show where I talk a little bit and then we'll jump into the game. Just kind of a recap. One thing I learned that I think the most upsetting thing for me that I learned in the last day or so about art graders is that we don't actually get a display case for the display case project. I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I saw two stories in my feed this morning that said that the display case project doesn't actually give you a display case in your in here. I expected something similar to the weapon display case, only a trophy case. We don't get a trophy case for the I don't know if this is true or not. If it's true, that's pretty disappointing. Why characterize your project as a trophy display and then not give people a trophy display when they complete it? I'll not be making much more progress on it until the expedition, just because I don't want to miss out on the blueprints. Use ARC parts to build a display of your hunting trophies in order to not so subtly shut down anyone who questions the bold tales of your... Oh, see, this implies that there's going to be a trophy case. And look, right over here, you see the trophy case in the corner. But I guess it's not in this room. I don't know what we're looking at here, whether this... I mean, this is the expedition thing. I realize there's some connections between these background scenes, like this one and this one and this one. Like, I'm guessing that this is the bedroom over here to the left, so that when we're here, this corner is this that's in the left corner over here. You can't see it because my picture's covering it up. But I don't know how this workshop view relates to what this is. I don't know if this is a completely separate area, but they do show the trophy case over here. So I guess that implies that it's not going to be in your room here. Disappointing. But I can see that this is already pretty jam-packed, so although this computer thing is just, purely for aesthetics, they could easily place it where that stuff is. And you already get some of your inventory that dynamically goes on the shelves and stuff. Seems like a no-brainer to me that would go over here, and I don't know. Maybe they have something more planned for it. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If Embark has done anything thus far, they've earned a little bit of benefit of doubt for me, that what they have in mind will turn out to be satisfactory, if not more enjoyable than my own ideas. So we'll go there. The only other thing that was really on my mind that I noticed for my news feed was this lawsuit against Valve that's going on in the European Union, or UK, maybe, probably UK. From what I've read about it, it just seems completely like sour grapes to me. And I don't know. The summary that I read about the complaint looks to me like it should be thrown out without going to trial, but I guess that didn't happen. Because there's no justification for a lot of the meat of the complaints. Like, for example, that Valve is taking too high a percentage of the revenue from the titles, when the percentage they're taking is exactly the same as almost every other game store, the PlayStation, the Epic Game Store, the et cetera, et cetera. All its competitors are coming in at virtually the same price point, if not exactly the same price percentage. So I don't even know why that claim, it doesn't even stand up to what I would consider to be the burden of reality. It seems completely fabricated. Then they talk about, a lot of the gist of it is that Valve does too good a job with Steam, and it's unfair to its competitors because Valve is too good. But we'll see. We'll see what checks out. I could be getting a very biased summary of this, but it does potentially have impact on anybody who games on PC and uses Steam. admittedly, this is a class action lawsuit that's not in the United States, but it could certainly set precedent that that would affect us here. At the very least, Valve is likely to have to change some things in order to head future lawsuits off at the pass. What else is going on? There's been talk that there's still potentially some weirdness going on with server connections in ARC Raiders, that some people are having issues. Still don't know whether it's related to the DDoS attack from last week, or whether it's some other issue, or whether it's hypersensitivity, just, normal regional connectivity issues, isolated connectivity issues. But certainly something we should keep an eye on. Nothing you can do about it from the client perspective. So it's more just live with it if it happens, but until it gets fixed. But it's certainly something to keep an eye on. What else is going on? I think I'm actually going to have a short update today and be able to get right into the gameplay. So I'm going to be focused on looting today, I think, primarily. I mean, not that I'm not focused on looting all the time, but I'm going to try to be acquiring specific loot. So it's going to be a loot runny, a grindy kind of stream today. But you never know. I get bored with the grind fairly quickly, so I may try to take on some of the bigger arc while I'm doing it. But why don't we get started? All right. And like I said, let me know if you notice any issues. I'll see what I can do. Let's see if we got enough armor scrappy. We do. Let's check our inventory. We've got a few spots open. Now, what do we have? What are we packing right now? Still got the Volcano Anvil combo. Some minor explodies we could use, if we have any. Doesn't look like we do. Oh yeah, we're using this. It's got the integrated binoculars. That would be kind of fun, maybe, to roll in kind of as a little bit of a spy, keeping our eyes in distance, keeping our eyes on people and keeping distance from them. Explosives. That should take care of our seekers. All right, let's have a look at. I know they said that they updated they increased the frequency of the bird city, so. Open arc probes, damage hornets, hidden bunker. I've never done the hidden bunker stuff. I should do that. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the maps. We've got a spaceport night raid. What's this? Oh, that's Bird City. I suppose I should try some Bird City stuff, just to see what it's like. We can do that to get started. And hope that that the increased fighting doesn't hold true for the hugs and kisses lobbies that I've been in. I hope that this memory upgrade will mean a smoother gaming experience, better FPS. I upped my graphics settings a little bit, and in testing, I seem to be holding fairly steady at 60 frames. So hopefully it'll be noticeable, which I need to monitor RAM usage. I don't have that up right now. Okay, plus. We're getting an early start, so my FPS is dancing a little bit. Let me change this limit real quick. Sorry, I get lost and forget where I'm at. I have it limited to 60 right now, which I only have a 60 hertz monitor. That's why I do that. I'm going to up that to 65 and see if that helps me hold steady. No, it's still dropping, so that tells me that I need to adjust some of my settings down. A little bit of tweaking here. I'm on high on everything right now. I'll drop some stuff down here. I'm going to try it. Did it just lock up? Did my game just... Okay. This effects seems to be slow to respond when I click the button here. Okay. That drops some stuff down. Now let's see if we can hold steady here. That was a slow one. No, I'm still dropping below 60. All right. Well, that tells me that it was not just RAM. It was limiting me. I need to bring up my monitor here. My resource monitor. Let me park it here and see if I can do that. Let's see here. Sorry for this. Yeah, we're okay on RAM. But CPU is popping now, so that's not surprising. GPU is still good. My CPU is maxing out. Okay. Why am I having such difficulty searching this? A volcanic rock. I'm not going to get involved in that. Hello?
That could be a mile away.
Hello?
have to fight this guy, but robot brought him over here. All right, I'm not having much luck at doing anything right now. Damaging wasps instead of hornets. I'm gonna end up being stuck in this house because I'm not aggressively taking these things on. Missed my shot there. That guy was irritating me. Good enough. Okay, I think all the bird stuff has probably been looted by now, but I got so sidetracked there at plinking that guy that I forgot why I was here. Because I'm going to Bird City, because it's still the one. Oh, yeah, I'm going to Bird City, gonna have some fun. I'm sure all this is looted, but... olives will take. Yep, all looted. Suppose I could go help this guy. Did he just blow up? I think he did. Okay. Suppose this area's probably already looted too, but I could check it out. Okay, Nizar Benny, I think that may be a good indicator that you might need eye exam, because you're about 20 years past the point when I would consider that a reasonable take. But certainly appreciated. I assume you're a bot, because that sounds like kind of a body thing to say. Apologies if you're not. But I've already dealt with 2 bots this morning already, so I'm kind of predisposed to think that comments are bots. All right. Fair enough. Let's do... I'm just going to throw one of these out here. Okay. That seemed to suggest that there's something close to me. I'm sure all of this is already looted because I was way too slow when I was dealing with that Rocketeer. This is a long zip line. Well, appreciate the sentiment, even if it is questionable taste. Yeah, everything's pretty much looted at this point. Thank you for the follow. Already looted. All right. I should just get out. This is not going to net me anything. I spent too much time fighting the Rocketeer. Can't even get around here. All right, let's find a... Shit. Well, sure, no problem. It's technically an extraction shooter, but it doesn't really play like Tarkov or other familiar extraction shooters. It's a little bit of a hybrid. But at its heart, it's an extraction shooter, which if you're familiar with Tarkov and the like, basically you spawn into runs, or in this case they call them raids, where you go onto a map, you try to find whatever particular loot you might be looking for, or whatever shows up, and you get out. But it's PvP, PvE, VP, if you will. Meaning that it's player versus player is a factor. But in this game, they have aggression-based matchmaking. So if you don't indulge in PvP for a while, you end up in nicer lobbies, which means that you get less PvP and more PvE. Which the E are the bots, basically. Hello? These things. There's all kinds of arc running around. There is no specific goal. I mean, basically the conceit is that you're playing, that these arc have taken over the surface, and you're basically trying to find resources to keep people alive, more or less. But the real gist of it is, it's basically about the loot. And to a lesser extent, making the numbers go up. But it's a looter. I enjoy the arc combat probably as much or more than the looting. Not necessarily, because if you kill players, they're going to be an ideal source of loot. Hello.
Hello.
Just here to extract.
Same here.
Okay, let me get out of here and then I'll address what you're saying.
I'm breadless.
See, these guys are all friendly because we're all in the kisses and hugs lobby. Which there's no rules to enforce any of this stuff. It's just that it tends to cluster, the algorithm tends to cluster people together in lobbies who have shown less aggression or more aggression, depending upon where you're at on that scale. But they also combine things like skill. There's some skill factoring in there. I don't know all the ins and outs. But yeah, if you go PvP, then you're going to get good loot off the other players, because you can get the loot that they bring in, you know, like for example, see, this is the loot that I brought in. I brought my Volcano shotgun, my Anvil pistol, you know, various things, grenades and whatnot. And then this is the stuff that I looted in the backpack here. But if I, you know, if we went PvP, then I would be able to loot the stuff off the players and get potentially better quality stuff than or at least I would have a higher likelihood of getting better quality stuff than I would just find in containers and things like that. Of course, you know, you'd have to win. Then they've got, they also group by whether you're playing solo, duo, or trio. Trio is the most people you can get together in a squad. So solo players tend to be matched with other solo players. Trios tend to be matched with trios and duos with duos. Now, there's no absolute there. It depends on the population of the server that you're connecting to. But in general, that happens. Trios tend to be more PvP oriented, less friendly, more attacky, and solos tend to be less aggressive and more friendly. But the gist of it is, let me get back into my inventory here. You're trying to accumulate loot. You try to get stuff so there's like quests and challenges and things like that. They could have tried to kill me. Since I'm in a good guy lobby, then for the most part, people are friendly. It can be a bit of a trap because some people take advantage of that. But the moment you do, the game is really kind of watching your behavior pretty closely. Things like, do you initiate chat first, either proximity or with there's a little wheel that you can do canned responses or canned chats in. Do you shoot first? Do you run away or fire back when you're fired upon? And how often do you get into conflict versus not get into conflict? You know, how much of your conflict is with ARC and how much is with other players? All these things factor in to give you an aggression score, more or less. They haven't given us the details of how this worked. A lot of this is just supposition. But for the most part, it calculates an aggression thing, and then it tends to shift you around to try to put you closer to people at that same score. But you can take an advantage of that. And for example, you know, that first guy, when he was down looting, I could have gotten the first shot in on him. And maybe I would have been able to kill him. The other guys probably would have come in there and killed me, but I didn't know they were there. Maybe I could have killed him and maybe I could have looted him. But in doing so, immediately my aggression score would have hopped up. So the next lobby I got into would have been with other players who were more likely to play that way. I think that's a great idea, personally. Some people don't like it. I think it's a great idea. What makes this game, I think, a little more different than a lot of the things like Tarkov, is that because of these mechanics, there's a lot of different play styles that can exist simultaneously in the same game. Because of that aggression-based matchmaking, if you don't want to engage in PvP, you can spend 90% of your time in game never having to engage in PvP. Versus if you really like the PvP aspect, after a few rounds, you can end up playing mostly PvP. It makes it better. It makes it more accommodating to a wider variety of play styles. Because I don't know if you ever played the Division or the Division 2 in their Dark Zone. It was a bit of a similar concept, except instead of doing overall matchmaking, there's specific places that if you go, it's a PvP area. You can do PvE in the rest of the places, but if you go here, it's PvE. The problem is the trolls ended up dominating that area. The people that were not fighting you for any other reason other than just to be fighting. It wasn't because they needed the loot. It wasn't because they were doing, you know, quests or anything like that. They just did it. And they would very often, you know, instead of straight up fighting people, they would grief them. PUBG and War, the Battle Royale stuff, except, you know, at least in Battle Royale, you know what's going on. It is kill or be killed, and you have no choice. You have to kill. That's why you're there. The loot is only there to help you kill other players. So you can get a taste for that in this game. If you want to play that way, your game becomes more like that over time. But if you don't have to. I've got a friend that she doesn't like the PvP at all. She loves being friendly. She loves helping people, you know, giving them stuff. You can trade loot when you're in game. You can drop things for other people and they can pick it up. You can also, if you have a defibrillator, you can revive players that you're not in a group with, that aren't in your squad. And that happens in the nice lobbies oftentimes. If that Rocketeer had taken me down, I could have yelled out in local chat, in proximity chat, and one of the people around there might have come save me. Might have come and gotten me back up. Or at the least they might have tried to help me get to an exit, because you can still exit even after you're down before you're completely killed. Or they could have come over and they could have chosen to finish me off and take my loot, which would have somewhat raised their aggression, not as badly as if they had shot me themselves, but it would have raised their aggression. Or they could have just waited for me to die from bleeding out and then taken my loot. A lot of different variety there in how you want to play. Hey, Mikey. Hey, look, it's working. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. I'll wait till this is over, Mikey, and then I'll tell you about it. Got me some corn for poopity poppin'. Let it snow, let it snow. So, Mikey, I found out what the problem was. Apparently Twitch, I use StreamerBot on the back end, right, to manage all of my events across Twitch and YouTube and to handle my alerts. According to StreamerBot, Twitch made a change to their event sub, and I was using an older version of StreamerBot for this stream because I didn't want to switch all my shit over. Since I'm working on the new version anyway, that I'm going to move over to the new version of StreamerBot when I do that. But I didn't want to screw things up on this version. Well, StreamerBot decided not to update their older versions. They're only updating the latest version. So I didn't get the fix. So behind the scenes, StreamerBot was not communicating with Twitch properly. So I wasn't getting the events. Like when you click that redeem, my StreamerBot never found out about it. So it didn't fire. Long way around that is I had to update StreamerBot. So I could have broken stuff. There could be stuff that's not working now because I upgraded. And so all my existing code may or may not work. I have no idea. I have a ton of custom code in my StreamerBot. I wrote a lot of code to do what I wanted to do instead of relying on their built-in features. Some of that code may not work. I have no idea. So because I had to update, it kind of pushes up the pressure on me to get my new version up and running. So I'm going to try to do that this week to transition over to the new overlay and stuff. It's one of the reasons why I don't like relying on third-party tools for something as critical as this. I really want to roll my own. But at the same time, I don't want to spend all my time managing my own, supporting my own software for myself. I don't want to become the customer and the developer for this scenario. But I'm moving towards that because I really don't like being at the mercy of third-party developers, especially for free tools, because it's great to get free stuff. But the bad part is you can't really get too pissed at them if they don't do things in a timely manner because they're giving it to you for free. So there's a good chance that sometime in the next 6 months or so that I'll roll my own replacement for StreamerBot, where I'll be then writing my own code to talk directly to Twitch and to YouTube and to Kick and to Stream Elements and all this other stuff, and manage the subscription to the API. The downside is whenever Twitch makes a change, like apparently they did, it'll be up to me to fix my own shit, to find out about it and then to fix it. Not ideal, but it just kind of rubs me the wrong way to be beholden to these third parties to maybe or maybe not fix things. And if they don't, then I'm screwed. Or if they make a mistake, then I'm screwed. So it's a little bit of a trade-off here as to whether I put all my eggs in my basket or whether I put some of my eggs in other people's baskets. We'll just have to see. I'm not gonna focus on that right away. I'm focusing on the short-term goal of getting my shit working in the way I want it to work, even if that means relying on third-party services. So that's where I'm at for the moment. I know you don't, none of that stuff really make, I mean, so what, right? But who knows? Maybe somebody will watch this VOD and have some interest in doing this kind of stuff for themselves. I need to replenish my seeker grenades. So let's do that. Let me go to the workshop. Let me get Scrappy to give me the scraps. And let's make some splodies. Oh, no problem. I did not expect to like this game. I despise Tarkov. I think other people, Tarkov is a great game. But the things that it emphasizes, I find horrible. Inventory Tetris, I dislike. And the seriousness of the PvP competition, the tweaking, the meta, all the stuff that goes into being able to have any kind of satisfaction out of a raid, they just ratcheted up the difficulty too high for me. It felt more like punishment playing Tarkov. And so my idea was that that's what extraction shooters are like. So I didn't expect to like this, but enough people that I respect recommended it that I decided to give it a try. And I do not regret it at all. It is a very fun game. And the surprising thing for me is the broad appeal of this game. How many different types of gamers have tried it and liked it. I mean, I've got people that I play with in other games or have played with in other games that I never thought, I really didn't expect that they would give this a try. And when they did and liked it, kind of a surprise for me. So I encourage you, if you're on the fence, it's not terribly expensive, but I expect there to be some promotions at some point. If you have the opportunity to try it, I suggest giving it a try because in my experience, more people like it than dislike it, and from a wide variety of play styles. That's my theory anyway. Your mileage may vary. And you might want to counterbalance that with other people that you respect their opinions about, that what you like intersects with what they like, and check in with them. Because my tastes are not mainstream. I'm old. I'm 60 years old. So my likes and dislikes are going to be significantly different than the average 30-year-old or 25-year-old gamer, or younger, Most of them are going to be more towards the PvP aspect, but there are a lot of people that really like the PvP in this game. I just can't speak to it because I don't do it that much. I think your taste in games is rotten. I play the same games I played for the past 15 years. Yeah, I tend to play one game for a long time. I recently just transitioned off of Hell Let Loose. Bear Pops. I don't want to spend my limited gaming time gathering stuff only to die to a random who takes it all. Surprisingly, that doesn't bother me. It does bother me. I won't say it doesn't bother me. But it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. And I'm getting the more I play, the better I get at it. Because what's the point of having it if you don't use it, right? And it's like the gathering kind of is the point, more so than the having, because it's not like you need to get to a certain level of equipment to be able to take anything on in the game. You can even PvP with low-end gear and be effective. The gap is less about equipment and more about skill and experience. Well, when's the last time you saw me die to a rando? It only happens to me maybe once or twice a week. maybe a little more than that, but maybe I would say around 5% of my raids, because of the aggression-based matchmaking, maybe 5% of my raids do I die to another player. I die to Arc more than I die to other players. And almost every time it's because I got lazy and or foolish, and got a little too aggressive. Now, admittedly, I'm not taking on the big challenges regularly. Um, and I think the danger from other players goes up. Like if you take on, let's say, a matriarch or a queen, which are the kinds of arc, they're the huge arc, and it usually takes multiple people to take them down in a reasonable amount of time. Or at the very least, it takes better equipment to get them down in the limited time that you have in a raid. Um, so you tend to have more people fighting it, and those people tend to have slightly better loot than average. So it does ratchet up the rats. You know, the rats will show up and try to take the gear off players, try to ambush them, or try to zip in and steal the loot off the dead queen or matriarch. So that percentage goes up. I don't do a whole lot of that. So maybe my experience would be different if I did. But even when I'm hunting like the bombardiers and the bastions, the um, rocketeers, I rarely get killed by another player because of the aggression-based matchmaking. And I can change that. I can start shooting people, or what's interesting, and this is what a lot of people have been knocking what they did with the new solo versus squad feature. But I could queue into solo versus squad and start shooting people. I would feel much less guilty about shooting a squad of 3 from cover versus shooting another solo player from cover. So I could ratchet if I wanted to ratchet my aggression up, I can use solo versus squads for that. Ratchet my aggression up and then go back to solos and now be playing against more aggressive players. Then if I decide I want to go back down, which by the way, apologies, ad break's getting ready to start. So I'm going to take a short break too. So if you're not subscribed, you'll get regular Twitch ads. Apologies, but something we have to live with. And if you're subscribed, you'll get my classic commercials for about 3 minutes or so. Because of, you know, my physical challenges, I have to take breaks fairly often and get up and move around, or I get circulation problems in my legs. So I'll be taking a break here shortly, and I'll get up and move around for about 3 minutes, and then I'll be right back. As a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and get that started since I'm doing nothing and jibba-jabbing? Let me bring up my interface here. I have to be pretty religious about doing this. All right, I'm going to start ads, and then we'll be back. Well, shit, my ad thing's not working. Ads may start whether I want them to or not. There we go. All right, here we go. And we'll go on break. Be right back. Okay, I think we're just about done with ads on Twitch, I hope. The timer is a bit inaccurate from Twitch, but I hope that's the case. Anyway, we're back. I did want to mention, I opened up my Discord yesterday. It had been just me and a few friends, but I've opened it up now, and I put the link in my about page on Twitch and YouTube. So if you're interested, feel free to join Discord. In the future, I'm probably going to have some Discord only content. Some hangouts. A lot of my ranting might move to. Let me know if you have a problem, Benny, because I just set up the bots and stuff on there, and I don't know how well the intake is working. So if you have any problems, just jump in chat here and let me know, or send me a DM on Twitch, and I'll or on Discord, and I'll try to fix it. You're kind of blazing some ground, some new ground here. Yeah, there's not the content is. I work on the content as I have time, among the other things. So the content's a little anemic right now, um, and I don't have any dedicated Discord manager or anything like that. So I just do it all myself. Um, but I'm going to start moving more towards maybe pushing some of the content into Discord, um, like some of my ranting and stuff like that. We might just do some hangouts and things like that, where I push some of maybe my less gaming oriented stuff, or my general cultural rants and stuff like that. Like this Sunday morning um, viewer mail segment, I may push that into Discord. We'll just have to see. I haven't quite figured out how to leverage Discord yet. So it's a learning process. Anyhow, let's get back. All right. I need the less fall damage. I fall too often. All right. I need some more splodies. Oh yeah, let's get rid of these. Let's make a couple of more splodies and then jump back in. All right, the Bird City thing really doesn't. I don't collect ducks like Persephone does, and those custom ducks come out of the Bird City event, so it doesn't really appeal to me that much. So let's see what else is going on. Hidden Bunker. I really need to do Hidden Bunker, but I'm not excited about Hidden Bunker. What are my quests right now?
Have you noticed that stench lately?
Okay, the rewards aren't really great there.
Since we intercepted that dead drop,
It's
it
2
will probably
spaceports.
take a while for the official.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that locked doors tend to guard the tastiest halls.
I need to find a patrol car. Okay. I'm not sure where the patrol cars are, and then I still have this one. I really don't want to do the locked gate today. I'm just going to grab a patrol key, go to Blue Gate, and see if I can find the patrol cars. Was it Blue Gate? Yeah.
You want respect? Earn it first.
We'll do this one. It's a harvester event. That should keep people busy fighting the big arc. Hopefully I can slip in then while they're doing that and finish this quest off. I haven't used the key on the armored car yet either. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, nice. Prime sub. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you. I don't know where these are going to be. I assume they're going to be over here by the warehouse complex.
Red alert, Raiders. We've spotted a harvester in your area.
We'll go through checkpoint. They might be around checkpoint.
Only engage if you've brought your best gear, lots of backup, and a very good plan.
So we'll check there too. Since I have to go through that area. But yeah, I need to check out any probes that I find along the way to get the points off that. Somebody's fighting flying arc over there. Need those. Can always use more splodies. Well, there she is. I hear the giant arc. Oh, there it goes. Blaze grade, I already have that one, so that does not go in my pouch. Taking a bit of a roundabout here because I don't want to get caught up in that. And there's a Rocketeer pounding that over there as well. I don't like fighting Rocketeers on this map when I'm out in the open like this. The Rocketeer just ends up dominating me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think did a alert come up when you did the Prime sub, Benny? I wasn't paying close attention. I think the alert might not have worked. That may be something that I broke with that update today. I wasn't watching. I don't know if an alert popped up or not. I mean, I got it in my feed, but I don't know if it showed up on screen. Oh, she's a little close. Or anyone else? Did anyone else notice the whether the alert came up or not? I didn't notice it, so I don't think it did, but I'm getting sidetracked by looting here. Hoping for a random blueprint. Where am I heading? I'm in checkpoint. I haven't seen an armored car. I think they're over, yeah, I think they're over here.
Let's go to the warehouse.
But I don't know that. That almost sounded like PvP gunfire. I thought they were down under here, but I could be wrong about this. Hello.
Hello, Lee.
Hey, do you know, are the armored cars in here?
Say again?
The armored cars. I have a quest to open an armored car. Are they down here?
Yeah, I just did one actually. This one just over there.
Okay, thank you.
So, we'll have like a little like door at that.
I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Can I get around you? And look for more armored cars? I hear you, Tick. Where are you, Mr. Tickface? There you are. Don't know how I missed that shot. This looks like an armored car. It looks like 3 of them here, but I don't know how many of them are openable. Most of them look like they're not. Playing early like this, I think I get more European people in the lobbies here. I don't know why I just thought of that because of the Brit I just spoke to. Don't let him hit me. Ooh, I don't like you being active up there. He saw me. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to use my key here because all these armored cars are not openable. Or at least all the ones I've found so far. It's not like I've done a diligent search. So I may have to hold my key and come back. This guy may have opened the only one here that was openable. Unless, yeah, it's probably this one over here. I'm gonna have a look at it just to see what it looks like. Yep, it's actually got the door on it, so. Okay. Well, I can't kill the big boys with the loadout that I have. So I may reset and come back. I will look around a little bit and make sure there's no armored cars just hanging out around here. Don't see anything that looks like an armored car. I think this is just mechanical, but yeah, that's what it looks like. That's no good to me. Can't get out here. All right, let's find Let's find our way out.
Head home at the warehouse air shaft.
Just get a little loot here. Just a bit of loot. A modicum of loot. They should have done a little better job of... If they're going to stack those, they need to make the range you can loot them from down below a little better. All right, we'll reset. Now that I know where to go, maybe I'll get a better spawn and I can come here and get the get this quest taken care of. Oh shit, there's another one over here. Of course there is. Why wouldn't he be camping the exit? I'm tempted to bring my hull cracker and take these guys on. I don't want to mess with them, so I'm just using my seeker grenades. Oh, thank you, Benny. Or Louis. Sorry, I had a Discord message. Okay. Well, it's always nice to meet someone new and get a little support with the Prime sub. Always welcome. Oh, really? Are you going to try to sneak up on me there, Mr. Rocketeer? See what's going on here. Juggling too many windows at once right now. That guy looked like a serial killer. He looked like Jason or something. Something about his demeanor, his posture. All right, well, that was not a good loot run, but I learned a little something about where to find these things, so hopefully I can get in there a little better this time. Not sure if that quest updated or not.
If there's one thing I've
Guard
learned,
huts for
it's that locked doors
find
tend
and
to
unlock
guard
the rear door of an
tastiest
armor
haul.
patrol car. Okay, I already have one, so I don't really need to search the huts, but appreciate the Sell that. Sell this. Fix this. And then I need to put my rusty stuff to work here. There. And then let's make a couple of splodies and do some inventory maintenance. My least favorite thing. Let's see, do we have anything to sell? Yes. I'm going to hang on to the rest of that stuff for now. Let's figure out what we want to get rid of here. Get rid of one of these. Get rid of the extra one of these. Don't need all of these. Definitely don't need all of these. Okay, do I have an extra charger? Yes. Okay, that opened up a little bit of space there. Oh, I need ammo. Let's make some ammo. And we'll take the extra 5 just to have it. All right, now let's go back there and see if we can get make a better run at this armored car. Oops, no shield. Oh, did I sell that instead of repair it? Well, that's fine. I'm glad it double checks me. It knows I've got old man brain. Oops, I got busy and forgot to shave. Apologies for the homeless man look, but I think you're probably used to it by now. So far, I have not had the freeze ups, which kind of suggests to me that it was potentially a RAM issue, that it was kicking over to the page file that was causing some of the problem, but it's too early to tell for sure. Okay, let's go here.
Let's go to the warehouse.
And I'll try to go fast without much looting. He says as he snaps his head around to check for loot. Oh, nice and sunny today at least. Hello.
Hello, Raider.
Wow, somebody went down quick to the matriarch. And the bombardiers got the spotters up over here. I see him right there. This could get interesting. Got all kinds of stuff here. Spotters and snitches and bombardiers. Are you coming up here? Shit. Fuck. I'm in trouble. They want revenge. So much for this being simple. Am I going? Yeah, I am in the right place. Oh, you don't see me. I just have to go down here. Oh, fucking bombardier. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're everywhere. They do not want me to get over here. What are they hiding? Somebody else shot that guy, which I don't care for. Do I see another truck around here? Another armored car? I don't. That one didn't have a door on it. So I guess I have to go inside here and try to find one. I assume that any of these can... This one doesn't have a door. Oh, he heard me. Shit. don't want to have to deal with you, my dude. You're gonna make me deal with you, aren't you? I can't kill you, though. Why do I hear music? This one doesn't have a door on it either. Does that one? No, that's a guard thing. What am I doing? I'm starting running out of ammo. This one doesn't have a door. I don't see any others over there. Am I going to strike out again? Am I seriously going to have this much difficulty just finding one of these armored cars to open? It's kind of looking that way. Everything is conspiring to get in my way. Oh, wait. Here we go. Finally. Jesus Christ. Really? What awesome loot. Hello?
Oh, fuck, that's ate my ass.
I've killed so many of those stupid things down here just trying to find the armored car.
Dude, they hurt so much.
Okay. I did my quest. Can I be allowed to leave now? I'm not having fun in the tunnel. Oh, do I have a rocketeer right over me? Awesome.
Let's head home at the warehouse air shaft.
More balls. Pokeball, where are you? I don't want to go out there to the Rocketeer if I don't have to. I always use one of those, one of those. What a nice blueprint for my troubles. Or not. I don't want to fight you. Should have opened that probe, but I just want to get out right now. Too much trying to conspire to kill me here. Fuck. Oh, you fuck. What do I have? Do I have any smokes? I don't. I am fucked. I'm fucked. Oh, he hit me midair. Did you see that? That fucker hit me midair. I just wanted to get out. They keep pulling me back in. Diagro on me. I've got time. I can wait. Gotta play this smart. Always have relief though. You're just gonna hang out here, waiting for me? Like a little bitch. Gonna come over here? Oh, god damn it! I didn't realize it was still open. Could have just run straight in. What was I thinking? I thought it had already expired. want to get caught inside that building.
System is under full override. Remain behind cover. Stand by. All passengers for transport.
You gonna come down here? I think you are. Bitch. The fan takes you out. That was harder to get out. I mean, what a struggle just to get off the freaking map. Ooh. Why is my chat not updating? I heard the boink. Why is my chat? I see Mando. Oh, Mando tipped. What the hell? Why is my chat not updating? Okay, something's wrong with my chat client. I knew I would break stuff. I just didn't know it would be this extensive. Sorry, this is going to take a second. My chat client is borked. You know what? Rather than troubleshoot this right now, I'm just going to use this alternate chat client. Sorry, everybody. I totally missed the chats because my chat client's not updated. Mando, thank you very much. Replying to the old conversation. Yeah, that's okay. It's not like I'm, my tools are, are conspiring against me as well. I think they're in it with the ARG. Luckily, I have a redundant chat client, so is it updating on stream? It's not updating on stream either. This is a problem with Meld. If the on stream one's not updating either, all right, I may need to fix this. Is it the stream? I had some issues with StreamerBot. Okay, let's there's Twitch. All right, can somebody send me a chat in Twitch and see if that did anything? Please. I don't think it did. Nope. Nope. All right. Oh, hello. What's this? What's this? What's this? That one seemed to, okay, I think it just took a minute to catch up. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, I had an issue with StreamerBot. I had to update it to a version that I didn't really want to go to with the current stream because I was afraid it would break things. And it did. But I had to do it because something was already broken and they weren't updating the older version of StreamerBot. So again, I know you're tired of hearing this song and dance, but when I get the new stuff turned on, the new overlay, the new alerts and all that stuff, these problems will go away. I'm sure there will be new problems, but these problems will go away. So I haven't spent a ton of time trying to tweak the existing stuff because I've been putting it towards working on the other stuff. But now with the forced update of the StreamerBot client, it's kind of going to force my hand to try to move a little quicker. So I'm going to try to get at least the preliminary version of the new stuff up this week. We'll see. But anyway, too late, but welcome, Mando. Nice to see you. I assume you're working today. Although I shouldn't just jump to that conclusion. Okay, that seems to be working. Well, that's not sad. I mean, honestly, having work to work is not necessarily a bad thing. There's pros and cons, right? I have no comment about your particular situation because I'm seeing it from the perspective of not being able to get a job. So people don't want to hire you when you're 60 and in bad health. You can't stand for long periods of time. And your brain doesn't work very well. And you've got an attitude problem. For some reason, people aren't looking for that. All right, let's see what's going on here. Just recycle this, sell this, sell that because I don't need it. What I do need is ammo. And explodies and bandages. Well, oh yeah, I need to do my oh, wait a minute. Where's the quest? Armored transports.
If there's one thing I've learned.
Oh, seriously. So I still have to search for the key even though I already had a key? Well, that sucks. I didn't realize that. I was way up there. It got pretty cold. It got last week, I think the lowest it got was about -12, maybe -10 Fahrenheit. It's back up. It started warming up yesterday. See what it is today. Right now, at about noon, it's 39 degrees. It got warm. It was pretty cold for about a week there. I was telling the story that, you know, I heat one room, whatever room I'm in, I heat that. I don't heat the rest of the place. Saves money that way. And, you know, I'm by myself, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to heat more rooms than the one I'm in. But that means when I go to bed overnight, you know, when it gets the coldest, like the stuff in my refrigerator froze. And the other day I'd been making tea. I sit here, I've been using tea bags. And so I've been making cups of tea kind of at my desk here. And I left a tea bag in the cup on my desk. And when I got the next day, the tea bag was frozen solid. So it was inconvenient, but it wasn't that big a deal. It's not dangerous. It's just, you know, well, if the power were to go out, I would have some problems. I would probably have to go outside because I don't have a fireplace or anything like that. This place would burn down if I tried to have a fire inside, but I'd have to go outside and set a fire. Punk Zatani Thin, more weeks. I have no freaking, you know what? I really don't care one way or the other. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, que sera, sera, right? All right, I need to finish that quest, but I need to make some stuff first. I need to make some ammo. And I need to make some explodies. Let's get them in here. Oh, and I need a bandage too. Any questions? I was working. Yeah. Are you? Oh, you're not. Yeah, you're working. You're not playing. I was working on this armored car quest. I didn't realize. So
If there's one thing
I already
know,
had an armored
it's
car
that locked
key,
doors tend to guard the
and I thought if I
tastiest
just
doors.
opened the patrol car, it wouldn't make me bother with searching for a key. But now I have to find the key. So my goal was to get rid of a key, but now I'm going to end up with a net same number of keys. There's the harvester events going on Blue Gate, and man, the number of arc that I'm having to avoid here is just stupid. It's getting close. I'm going to go ahead and take my walk around break right now. It's almost been an hour. So I'm going to start the ads, and I'll be back in just a little under 3 minutes. I have to be religious about this. One thing the cold weather does exacerbate is existing minor circulation problems that I have in my legs that I developed when I got sick. So I have to move around fairly frequently to make sure that that doesn't become a problem. Anyway, here's my mandatory break time. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, enjoy some classic ads if you're subbed, or some Twitch ads if you're not. Those were some creepy ass commercials. My favorite's Daddy Crisp. It just cracks me up. All right. So I'm going to go back and finish off this quest. All I have to do is search for a key. I don't have to take the key, right? Or I can take it and just drop it, but I might hang on to it because at least these are almost guaranteed weapons crates, even though they're shitty weapons crates, but yeah, Mando, if you're around on Saturday afternoon for me, you should hit me up and we can run some arc, raid some arcs. I'm trying to do my my squad stuff on Saturday mostly. All right, can I get all the way over here without dying?
Go to the warehouse.
Just on the off chance anything good comes out of it. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Okay, Raider. Just give me a second. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I see the flare now. Send the supply drop as soon as we have your location. Keep an eye out.
That's weird. The one's taking off. This early. I haven't played it in a while. I haven't like made any kind of declaration that I'm not going to play anymore. I just haven't been able to. I don't know. I might play some. We'll just. I honestly don't know. I might try to sneak in one of the European games. You know, on one of these morning sessions that I'm doing, sneak on one of the European servers and see if I have a little better time. I just don't have a lot of desire to play on the American servers because I pretty much don't like the players, and I don't like many of the server admins anymore either. I kind of got soured on them after the way they've handled the map cover gate thing with me and Sky and Misfit, or Mischief. I don't know why I keep calling him Misfit. Kind of soured me a little bit. It didn't take, you know, it's not that big a deal. It was just the last straw, you know. I was already not having a good time playing Hell Let Loose. Like, I was rarely having a good time playing Hell Let Loose, put it that way. And the players are all kind of rubbing me the wrong way for the most part. And they have been for some time, but... I might as well open this. Because there's a trial for these. Okay, I just have to search for the key. That's all I have to do. Hello, just passing through.
All good, man.
I had some of my best matches on Hell Let Loose last week, but some of my worst. I feel like I should play, but there's a few reasons I don't. And they've been compelling enough that that it's reinforced my kind of gut reaction that of dread when I think about playing. But it's mostly an emotional thing. It's just a feeling more than it is a, you know, I can say, oh, as long as this or this or this is going on, I'm not going to play. See anything. So I have to search more of these guard huts. It's probably going to be buried deep. Saw the, there he is. Shit, get one of these over here too. Shut the fuck up. Shit, he's coming this way. If this guy hits me, I'm done. That was more difficult than it needed to be. Once the big boy started heading towards me, I got scared and ran away. Oh, it hit the post, really? Oh, you shitting me? All right, I'm gonna do a little dodgeball here. Mr. Krabby Butt wants me. It's bugger windshield kind of experience for me. Maybe I'll let loose too. Will get us back. Yeah, I don't have a lot of hope, but it's possible. Man, the accuracy at range there is just not good. Both mine and the weapon. pick up both of them. You don't want your loot. Whoever's looting over there, I'm just trying to find. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's a well. Ah, finally. No? God damn it. Oh, this quest is such a fucking hassle. Where'd you go, Pokey Bros? I don't want you backdooring me while I'm searching for stuff. Okay, are these not the guard huts? Am I searching the wrong things? Search guard huts for armored car. Am I searching the... Are the guard huts just the things outside? I thought these things inside were guard huts. What a hassle this quest is. I really thought those things were guard huts, but maybe they're not. Yippee-ki-yay, Krabby Patty. I'm gonna run out of time just looking to try to figure out what's a guard shed and what's not. Did you see him trying to juke me? That's some advanced arc behavior right there. So the match is half over. And I can't find a fucking guard hut that I know is a guard hut to search. These are some crappy lockers. That goes all the way up, doesn't it? Already searched this. So are the guard huts just out here? Like up by the, I am so confused. Like, are these up here the only things that count as guard huts? These things? Or these things? This is not a guard hut. God damn it. Now, reach the track. So, I'm so mad because I didn't do this in the right order that I have to backtrack. What a stupid quest. What do you... Back in my day, we would have called this quest retarded. There. Okay, so now I completed you. Are you sure? I might be able... Which one do I need to go to?
Head home at the Overlook air shaft.
I might be able to get there in time. Especially if I take the rope here. And hopefully all these arc aren't still hanging out up here. They are. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Head home at the cliffside air shaft.
There's a guy running away from this over here. All this work. 3 times I've been to this map just to try to complete this quest. This one quest. Now, admittedly, part of it was my own stupidity, but... Or ignorance, I guess I should say. I've got room for it, might as well take it, right? Now I know the map better. Well, you would think. I mean, I already kind of knew where those things were, but it was more the definition of terms that I was struggling with. Like, what counts as a guard shack? Oh, hello. Imagine if I was trying to do that one and I wasn't in the touchy-feely lobby, you know? trying to battle raiders at the same time I was doing that. As I'm shooting 400 times at Pokeballs. I had no idea that that was Pokeball Central, that if I get a quest or something for Pokeballs, that I can get freaking 500 of them in that one spot. I'll have to go back there during a 2X map event and use it to get my my ground based.
Standing there
Because if
like
I kill that and I
nothing,
kill
you're not getting
the crab that's in there, that'll be
Managed to
should be
crack
enough
open an
points.
armored transport. Don't forget about Stella Montis.
Yeah,
That
I
place
know
is a
about
place
Stella Montis,
investigated.
but I've been there several times and haven't been able to complete your stupid quests because I can't find what you're asking me for. All right, we can sell that. Sell that. We've got enough shotgun ammo for a while. Ended up with a key that I don't need because, let's see, I used it to get to, I used a key and I gained a key. Oh wait, I've already completed that one, so I don't need pop triggers anymore. Should have picked up the tick pods, and I don't need rusted bolts anymore either. Okay. No, I don't want to sell it. They're not worth selling. Oh, I can repair this. I've got plenty of these. I'm not using them that fast. I don't need all these. Matter of fact, I don't think I need 6 even. I don't need these. Guess that's just taking up space. I used you, so I don't need you anymore. Don't need 2 of these. Okay. All right, one more splody. I just find those secret grenades too fun to use. Just lob them up and let the wasps explode. I think I need some. Do I need ammo? I think I do. I need 1 of these. And we'll go ahead and make some ammo. Oh, I don't need this many shotgun ammos. Okay. I forgot to take a pee break on my last walk around break, so I'm going to take a quick pee break. I'm not even going to put the commercials up. I'll just be right back in a second. Okay, that was a fast one. Oh, I need to mention, I keep forgetting to cross promote. If anybody hasn't already subbed on YouTube, I'd appreciate it. Subs are free there. Subs are their equivalent of follows, right? Would certainly appreciate it. If I can somehow manage to scrap out enough subs over there, I can get a little piece of the action of what YouTube's already making off of me, which would be lovely. But trying to slowly move some of the focus over to YouTube to give me options here in case Twitch continues to be a little bitch. But also because I want to start making some non-live content over on YouTube. See if it works out. Never know. This YouTube thing could be a flash in the pan. All right. What do we got? I still need to go to Spaceport. I can do that if the event's over there. Oh, the harvester's now on Spaceport. Okay, no worries. I can do it. We'll try to get these quests done on Spaceport. I got 2 of them. And then next time, I think I'll load up and try to kill some of the bigger arc. I just want to get a few of these quests off my plate. Because, you know, they're irritating when your quest window fills up. Not because I particularly care about the rewards. The rewards are pretty shitty, but then I need to start probably heading back to Stella to try to North Trench Tower, Southwest Lobby of Departure Building.
Hey, hold on. There. This is Charlie.
Departure Building's all the way
There's an
over
entrance
there.
in the southwest of the departure
And the
building by
North
the
Trench
parking lot.
Tower's all the way the fuck
You
over
should
here.
find a staff locker room there. And with any luck...
Oh, I don't have a
saboteur.
key. I didn't bring a key to the Trench Tower, so...
Go to the departure building.
I assume I'm going to need a key. So we'll just head to this one. Crap. Do need humidifiers eventually for something. I just don't remember what. I believe I want the basement of this southwest lobby of the departure building. Okay. Still got a ways to run to get there, but it's good to be prepared. I'm choking to death now. More crabbies. Hello. Hey, that looks like fun. Southwest lobby. Okay. Another Krabby. Hello. Okay, I'm in the southwest lobby. Find the staff locker room. I know where that's at. Oh, it hasn't been opened yet. Search for clues, okay. I'm going to search for loot first. Oh, hello. Hello, Bettina. You sexy beast. Occupied.
Hello, Raider.
We're occupied. Reach the tunnels. Oh, shit. Seriously? Reach the tunnels? Okay. How do I reach the tunnels? Where's the closest tunnel entrance? I don't remember. Don't remember where the closest one is. I'm not going to go over by a crabby. Go this way. Use the key on any flushing terminal. I don't know what a flushing terminal is, but... Oh, nice. There's one right here. Okay, good. Done. We'll get some booty while we're here. Always room for a bit of booty. Why, hello, booty. We'll take a renegade. I need to get out with its booty. Okay, time to get out.
Head home at the central elevator.
Seriously, you guys are going to come straight at me? Getting pasted. One more hit and I'm done. This is more difficult than it needs to be. Phew. Man. Thank God for the seeker grenades. They wanted my booty. They can't have my booty. I must return with the booty. That was a decent loot run. Didn't intend it for it to be a loot run. Turned into one. All right, I'll get rid of this, and then I may just do a night run if there's any night stuff available. Let me get rid of this stuff first. We want to keep that. We'll sell this. Keep that. Sell this. Keep that. Keep that, I think. At least for the moment. I don't need these. How many of these do I have? I can fit one more in there. Sell this. Okay, we'll sell you. Probably have enough of these. Let's check that renegade and make sure that I don't have too many renegades. I do have too many renegades. Oh no, those are too many. I only have... Yeah, I do have too many renegades. I don't need this many of these. I don't need so many of these. Oh, wait. I had too many of those already. Do I have any more drugs? I don't see any more drugs, so we'll make some. I don't want to track. I want to craft. I think I need to make two of these. Where's my drugs? Oh, I can't do that because I'm full. Now can I do it? It's so stupid that you can't take things out of your inventory, out of your stash into your inventory when your inventory is overloaded. It's kind of the point, isn't it? To get them out. I find that to be a UX problem. Okay, I need a... I need one of these. I don't want... Yeah, I do want that. Okay. All right, now we can complete our quest.
Whatever happened up there, it clearly didn't stop you. A flushing terminal.
It's all
huh?
stuff that I want to sell.
Don't forget about Stella Montis.
Since we intercepted that dead drop, it will probably...
North Trench Tower key. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this stuff that I don't want. May have too much of this. All right, that gives us 4 spots open. That's pretty good. All right, let's check the map for night on dam. Not really worth it. Let me check my probes, Hornets, ground-based. If I can get night on Blue Gate and do all the balls, that would be get the ground based, I'm pretty sure. Arc probes, I could do that on dam, but it's quite a bit of running around. Hornets, dam would be pretty good for hornets. Could do that. We'll just check it out. Why not, right? All depends on where I spawn. This will probably be my last raid today. We'll see. I'm trying to be a little better about sticking to my schedule, and making sure that I have enough time to do the things that need to be done offline, the editing and the programming. Plus, I'm trying to get some reliable metrics for the various times of day that I'm streaming to get a little better idea of what my schedule needs to be. I am seriously giving some thought to playing Hell Let Loose on one of these morning, maybe Thursday. I might do it Thursday. Just to test the water a little bit. Conventional wisdom and what I keep getting told all the time is that I shouldn't be mixing games. But they say isn't always reliable. Besides, I'm getting hungry and I need to have some lunch. I didn't have
adjusted to the dark yet, Raider?
a good breakfast.
Loot is ripe for the picking while most of Toledo is asleep. Though my suppliers say that Ark is twice as vigilant after sunset.
All right, let's see if we can find some hornets. Where do we spawn? We can go to the outpost.
Let's move to that location.
Try to loot it. Maybe get lucky. Mitch here, watching you on YouTube. Oh, nice. Watching me on YouTube at work, but you're chatting on Twitch. Did you try to chat with me on YouTube and it didn't work? That's a possibility. But hey, Mitch. I did break some stuff earlier, and I hope that I have it fixed, but it doesn't work on YouTube. The chat, or you're just at work. You don't have YouTube, maybe. Let me test. Let me get YouTube up here real quick. The chat. Weird. All right. That's good to know. Let me see if I can take a look at that real quick. Your channel. Apologies for this, because my streamer bot screwed up today. Testing. It came through for me. But that's not a reliable test. So at least the thing that was broken isn't what's the problem on YouTube. I'll have to look into whatever's preventing. If there's anybody else on that happens to have YouTube available to them, I'd appreciate somebody confirming the problem, because it worked for me, and that's not reliable, obviously, but I think somebody's looting that. It might be your work. I hope that's what it is. I mean, that's not good for you, but it's better for me if that's what's going on. Yeah, somebody's looting that. Cool things in the sky over there. I don't know if anybody else is still on, but if you are and can test YouTube chat, I would appreciate it. If you'd confirm that it's a problem for everyone and not isolated. Because I thought I had the problem that I had this morning fixed. So, and I thought it was a Twitch specific problem. But that doesn't make it true. Really just want to kill some hornets here, I think. But I don't mind doing a little looting while I'm at it. I think I already have that one, but blueprints are good. Is that just a wasp?
Spotted a wasp. Up there.
Yeah.
Down there. Rocketeer, over there.
Ooh, hello. I'm glad I didn't fire at you thinking you were a hornet.
A spotter, up there.
Ooh, and there's a La Bamba over there too. Okay.
Wasp, there.
I don't want no hassle with no La Bamba right now. Surprised that I haven't seen more hornets. Looted. As I thought, damn battlegrounds, there's the concentrated places are too concentrated, and the places that aren't are either already killed or just not spawning. Hello, just passing through.
Guess I'll allow it.
Man, I keep running into everything. See over here, there's too many big arc and shit. I don't want to try to fight hornets here because I'll draw the ire of everything else.
We're actually not fucking fun. Do you see a battery around here?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Did they kill him? Did kill him. Okay, that's good enough for me. Yeah, I'm afraid I just don't have good information about what exactly the problem is or where it might be, so I'll need to do some testing myself as well. But I'm hopeful that it's just your work is blocking YouTube, which kind of makes sense.
Wasp, the water facility. A hornet.
There's a hornet. Man, my middle mouse is just not wanting to click.
Water treatment elevator. Got a wasp overhead. Got a wasp up there.
Okay, security. I got you. Stand by. I'm sending the elevator.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hoppity Hooper. I think he's trying to get his ground-based kills.
Stand by. Hatch open. Elevator's ready to go.
Real?
Hornets out there.
I'm not sure what I got myself into there. Oops. I'm on the ladder.
Oh, oh hey.
Butt in the face.
You like the way that tasted?
Not particularly. All right. Well, I don't think this one worked out too well for me. I'm just going to get out. It's about time for me to wrap up for today anyway. I'm just going to get out. Hiding behind the trees, are you? Yeah. Hello.
Security. Your call is received. Elevator incoming. Hang in there.
Got a wasp overhead. Rocketeer. Wasp by the field depot.
Okay, somebody's just shooting that. Hope you're having a good one, Logan. Lurking and editing for a bit. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to wrap up right now. It wasn't a bad session today. I had some technical issues. Hello. But I think I got them solved. We didn't die, which is always good. Yeah, I got some work to do too. I've got some editing and I've got some programming work. Twitch changed something on their API, and StreamerBot had to update to accommodate it. But StreamerBot only updated their latest version, and I was running the old version for the current stream, so that kind of pushed me up a little bit on when I need to get my new stuff up and running. So I'm going to have to work on that and see if I can get it ready for Thursday. So let's kind of push up my agenda. So I'm going to stick to my schedule today, which was 10 to 1. So I'm going to bail on the stream today, get some work done, and be back on Thursday. Thursday, there's I'd say about a 50-50 chance that I'm going to play Hell Let Loose instead of Arc Raiders, just because a couple of people have asked me. And it's early in the day. I might try to play the European server, see if it makes a difference. And since I scratched out that old memory and installed it to increase my total RAM a little bit, I'm at least hopeful that Hell Let Loose might run just a bit better on my machine right now. So I'm going to give it a test run. Tank? No tank. No tank. How dare you? Thinking I'm a dirty tanker. Ew. How disgusting. That's a tentative plan. I still think it's more likely that I'm going to play Arc Raiders, but there's a slight chance I'll play Hell Let Loose on Thursday. So feel free to drop in Discord and give me your opinion one way or the other. And then, Mitch, I'll check in to make sure. So Maddie's commenting on YouTube right now, and it's working. So I think it was probably your work blocking YouTube, would be my guess. But I'll look into it and make sure. Regardless, thanks everyone for stopping by. Appreciate it. And I will be back on Thursday. And I'll be checking on Discord tomorrow, so drop in and chat if you feel like it. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Thursday. Enjoy some nozzle. Talk to you later.
Please do not be alarmed. We are about to engage the nozzle. Please do not move while the nozzle is engaging. Moving will disrupt calibration of the nozzle. Please wait while we calibrate the nozzle. Please do not look away from the nozzle. The nozzle is now calibrating. The nozzle is still calibrating. The nozzle has completed calibration. Thank you.